Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Anisa Arshad, and in this video lecture, we will learn what is electronic configuration. So, as a chemist or as a chemistry student, you may be familiar that an atom is composed of three fundamental particles, and these fundamental particles are electrons, protons, and neutrons. So, these fundamental particles include electrons, protons, and neutrons. So the next question is how these three particles are arranged in an atom. So we know that protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus. But these electrons are present in the outer space around the nucleus. For example, let's consider this is the nucleus of an atom as it has positive charge because it contains protons which has positive charge, and it also contains neutrons. Then electrons are present around this nucleus in this outer space. And in electronic configuration, we learn how these electrons are present. Like what is the arrangement of these electrons around the nucleus. So let's define electronic configuration. Just consider I am representing it with EC. Electronic configuration is the arrangement or configuration of electrons in an atom around the nucleus in outer space. So now we will discuss how is this configuration, like how this configuration actually looks like. How is this configuration or arrangement? So again consider this is a nucleus which has positive charge. Then the electrons are present around this nucleus in the specific circular orbits. Just consider these are the circular orbits. So the electrons are present in these circular orbits, which we named as shells. And we number them from, or we name them from K, like this shell is known as K, this is known as this is known as L, and this is known as M, and so on. So these shells are named as K, L, M, and so on. Also, these shells have specific energy calculations, like specific energies. This shell K, which is very close to the nucleus, has the lowest energy. And then this L shell has next higher energy than the first one. And this shell M has the next higher energy level. So we can also call these shells as energy levels. As we already know that a thing is only stable if it is in the lower energy state. So the ground state or the most stable electronic configuration is one in which electrons are present in the lowest possible energy level. So so before discussing how the electrons are arranged in these energy levels, first of all we have to find out how many electrons each energy level can acquire. How many electrons each energy shell can acquire. So first of all, let's consider K, uh, which is the first energy level, and then L, which is the second energy level, M, which is the third energy level. So how we will find that how many electron a specific shell can contain. So this, for this we use a formula which is 2n square, where n is the number of shell, like 1, 2 or 3. So first of all we will find what is how many electrons K can accommodate. So for this, put the value of n as 1 and the answer will come out 2. So it can only accommodate 2 electrons. Now for L, and for it the value of n is 2 and it will come out as 8 electrons. So the next shell is M, and for this the value of n is 3 and it can accommodate 18 electrons. So this is how many electrons each shell can contain or can accommodate. So now we will write the electronic configuration of any element. Let's consider it is sodium. Sodium has 11 electrons, and now we will find out how these electrons are present around the nucleus and or what is the arrangement of these electrons. So just draw an atom to elaborate this. For example, just consider this is the nucleus and this is the first shell K, this is L, and this is M. First of all, we will just draw these three shells, and if the electrons are more, then we will move to the next shell, but I hope we will not be in need of that. So first of all, this is the K shell. Sodium has 11 electrons, so 2 electrons first will go in the lowest energy shell, that is K. Then 8 electrons will go in the next energy shell and it will be 8. So 8 plus 2, it will be 10. So 1 is left and 1 will go in the next energy level, which is M, sorry. So this is how how the electrons are arranged in the sodium atom. So this is the electronic configuration of sodium atom. We can also simply write it as 2, 8, 1. Like this is the arrangement of electrons in the sodium atom around its nucleus. So now let's consider another example. For example, now we will go to potassium, which has 19 electrons. So again, to elaborate it, just consider this is the nucleus and these are the energy levels around it. This is K, this is L, and this is M. So it has 19 electrons. Now how these electrons will be arranged? So of course in the first there will be 2 electrons. In the next there will be 8 electrons. So 10 are done. And now 9 electrons are left. So the next shell can accommodate of course 18. So 9 will go into this. So its electronic configuration will be simply 2, 8 and 9. So this is how the electrons gets arranged around the nucleus. So just to conclude the points I have discussed, I will make a little summary. Like we have discussed that what is electronic configuration, which is the arrangement of electrons. And the second point I discussed is what are shells or the energy levels, and third, how many number of electrons each shell can accommodate, and we will calculate it by using the formula 2n square, and then we actually learn what is the electronic arrangement in the sodium and potassium atom. So now I will discuss another example or another thing, but I will suggest that before you should pause this video here, and then you should do the electronic configuration first by yourself, or try to find out the answer of the quiz by yourself, and then see either your answer is right or not. So my question is, you have to find the atom in which M shell has 3 electrons. So again, just pause the video and just solve the question, and then come back to see the answer. So first of all, now I will solve the example. So first of all, we will consider that this is the nucleus, and now these are the shells around K, L, and M. So of course, first 2 electrons will go into K, and in the second it will accommodate 8. And I have said that in M there are 3 electrons. So now we can calculate how many electrons are in this atom, which are 2 plus 8 plus 3, which becomes 13. So aluminium is the atom which contains 13 electrons. So from this example, we can also conclude that by knowing the electronic configuration, we can also find out which atom is this. So this was a little exercise for you to perform. I hope you understand this lecture and you will be able to implement in your questions. So thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.